that's easy. Okay.
I don't know if it has like a limit on it.
I'm going to share my screen really quick because I've started on the Smart Notebook.
Yeah.
I went ahead and started recording this one too, just in case.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. So I'm on the Smart Notebook, and then you like feel free to delete or add whatever, or let me know what you want. So I started with this plants, and this is a line because it's one of the requirements of this. Like we have to add like, animation lines like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to add shapes. So I literally created shapes to make a flower and a line. So we're good on shapes and we're good on lines. An interactive brainstorm.
I really like.
And then you guys, you what? Emma?
I liked this idea. I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, you okay? Good. Okay.
It looks good.
I don't know how to. For some reason, because I'm sharing my screen, it's not letting me like actually interact with Smart Notebook. Okay. Anyways, and this is like I'm gonna delete this or add more to it, but like pretty much like just a simple layout. What do plants need to survive? All this stuff. Adding more photos because she wants appealing visuals. And this is something I wanted to ask you guys because I know we need a hyperlink. And so, watch the short video about the plant life cycle. I believe this is a hyperlink, and I hope that this shows up when other people click on this. So there's that video, and I can send it to you guys if you haven't watched it, if you want to add it. But then also, if you go into Smart Notebook, like there's a way to add videos I saw. So I just did both, like add videos, you search, and I found it on bing.com. So I don't know which one to get rid of. I would say I want to keep this one just because it is a hyperlink.
Mm-hmm.
And at least that will take care of one of the requirements.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So then delete this one then, right?
Yeah, I found one looking back at the original like lesson that we like went through and we like basing ours off of. I found a video that talks about how bees and stuff spread pollen from other plants. And I added that to the like Google slide thing that we started so I can keep up. I don't know if you guys are interested in looking at that.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's like 10 minutes long, but if you honestly think about it in a real life lesson plan, it's not one day of it, it's like a week type situation. So it's going to kind of be on like the longer end. I think it's a 10-minute video, but it has like a song and it does like a little like quiz thing in it where it's like, what does this mean? And you like pause it for a second and they go through it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Like I'm definitely willing because this was seriously, and I'll be honest, I need to go through this video again. So I'm definitely willing to do other videos and we can delete that and then I can incorporate that. But the only thing though, oh wait, no, it's a hyperlink. Never mind. I was gonna say with this one, you have to like see what Smart Notebook has on file. So yeah, we'll definitely take a look because it's a hyperlink and we can do that for sure. And then after reviewing all the information, I was gonna start doing true and false questions because that takes care of interactive resources. And so that's like true or false, fill in the blank, whatever, short answer. So we're good on interactive resources if we complete like a little quiz for them to take. My question for you guys, and you probably have no clue if you haven't looked at Smart Notebook, and that's fine. So we need grouping, ordering, infinite cloner, locking, and I have no idea like how to do that. So
yeah, I was looking through the list trying to figure it out, and that's kind of where I got stuck as well. But I'd be happy to see if I could find some tutorials on that kind of stuff. And we can maybe start getting that figured out.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be nice. Yeah, the locking, and then maybe we can start gathering our information. And I know it's not due, so I totally jumped the gun on this, but I'm just like, I like to do things early.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm glad. I'd like to get this out of the way as soon as we can too. So
For sure, and that would be nice if we can get it done because I know it's due May 2nd. It would be nice to have it done way before then. We just like relax. So that's my question, is the group ring, ordering infinite cloner. I don't know how to do animation. I've tried to do that, but I haven't explored it further. And then sounds, which I'm sure that's probably easily doable. But yeah.
Do you think, I'm not really sure how the whole smart notebook thing would work out, but for grouping, what if we had some kind of activity where kids had to tell a difference between living and non-living, or what a plant needs versus what they don't need? Like we could put a hot dog in there as an image and they could have to like drag it over to one side where it's like not needed because plants don't eat hot dogs. You know what I mean? Like, or they need sunlight. So then they'd have to drag it from the bank, like up. I don't exactly know how we'd do that from Smart Notebook.
I think that's pretty smart. I don't know how to do that, but I saw that in the examples. It was like, you know, okay, that would make sense. Okay, grouping. So I'm like, for some reason I can wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds good.
And then if you
okay.
didn't want to, sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I put a resource in that original Google Doc. I found a link where it basically goes through the life cycle of a plant. It's like of a tomato plant, and then at the end, the kids have to put it in picture order of how it happens. I think it's the second or third link that I put in on that one.
I love that. Yeah, we should do that.
We could do that instead of a true or false, or like along with the whole true or false thing, just, you know, elongate it out a little bit longer.
I would say, yeah, let's maybe just do both. And at the end, we can see what, if we want to delete anything, we can decide, or, you know, at least we have it. So we have a backup.
I think it's the second link down under interactive games.
Let me stop sharing and I'm going to look.
And then, yeah, it's that second like game one, or
maybe I will share it. That would probably be easier for us all. Sorry.
No, you're okay. And then if you wanted, we could look at that video too that I was talking about, the pollen.
Yeah, that sounds good. Can you see like YouTube? Can you guys see YouTube?
No. No.
Okay.
It's here. Do you want me to do it from
yeah, if you can, somebody else can do it.
Okay. So can you guys see the Google Doc?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's the game one. Yeah, so it's from seed to fruit, but it's the same concept line. But this way it's kind of self-paced for kids to actually go through and figure things out on their own.
The seed is planted.
So it goes through with everything.
Plants need water to grow and get bigger. They get water from rain and from us.
I mean, it's kind of long, but once they do that, then they can like put all the pictures in order. So you have to go through, like, you'd start here and then like drag it up to here. So there's like the interactive piece. And then I think it's this video that's like the pollination one. But it's just kind of that cute, like, funny.
Welcome to 3, 2 Wonder. Did you know that plants inspired people to invent Velcro? Fine. Here we go.
Like, definitely a little kid. And they do like activities and stuff where it like shows kids how to make their own like little wind things. They have songs. I mean, kind of long, but it definitely would keep kids interacted the whole time, you know?
Yeah, I like that one better because the video I used is very like robotic and old. So that one's much better, and it's better suited for like second graders as opposed to like kindergartners. So let me try to do that right now then, try to get that video up there.
I mean, if
Or I
we,
can do it after, it doesn't matter.
I also because the last video link that I put in is the pollination one, and the one above it that I put in, it's basically just like a plant life cycle again. It just like it's the same people that do the pollination one, but it
Mhm.
just has a different topic. So even if you wanted to keep yours and swap it, or
So how do you guys think, should we do one video or multiple on this project?
What's like our time frame again? Is it what, 25 minutes? I don't remember.
Well, I think that's for the Zoom assignment.
Oh, okay. Right. I guess I'll just depend it on time, you know?
Well, and I
If you have
don't
the time, then sure.
see the thing that's difficult too is that like there is so like with science especially there's so many things to like cover throughout like the topic, you know, like you actually have to like go into depth, like instead of just having like them write a paragraph on what they did the weekend before, you actually have to like go into detail. What do the different words mean? Like how does this partake in your life? So I think science is difficult to kind of like it's like math, you know, like if you don't grasp the subject in its full, then it's really hard to continue with the lesson.
Mhm.
But
I think that's like, when I was thinking that too, I'm like, is like, I want to be definitely like thorough, you know? So what it comes down to is just being thorough with the way we present the information, I suppose. And like, I haven't even done that yet. So I just wanted to make sure that we got at least requirements like text, graphics, shapes, lines, hyperlinks, interactive resources. Like at least we have all those things.
yeah.
Now it's like a matter of like us putting together research and seeing how we're going to present this.
Right.
And like feel free to change anything. But I definitely think like, yeah, like if we're not thorough with the information, like it's gonna be like, I guess not that good. So yeah, we'll definitely have to make sure that we do that, and whatever you were saying, Emma, with like, you know, making sure it's not confusing or whatever, you know.
Yeah, it says that our final presentation needs to be 15 to 20 minutes. So even if we literally just did, like, if we were to crop the video, because if I download it through my GarageBand, I can crop it and send it to you guys as like a whole new file. Sorry, she's in like her Zoomy hours right now. But I can crop it down too, and that way it's just kind of like it gives the overview of it instead of going through for 10 minutes because it is a longer video. So that way if we crop it, it's sorry.
So no, you're good. If we crop it, then it won't, if you like share me a file or give me a file and share with me, the only thing is it's not going to be a hyperlink because it'll be like a file that you've sent to me, which is fine. We can have 2 videos then, because I don't know if there's a time limit necessarily for the actual presentation. But we just have to make sure we have that hyperlink in there.
Or for the hyperlink, we could do that resource she was just showing us, the interactive whatever, where she clicked through and reordered them. We could do that as the hyperlink and then insert a video as a video.
I actually like that idea. Are you guys on board for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it also says that we don't have to present the whole thing. So even if we put the whole video in, it doesn't mean that we need to use it at all.
We could probably skip right over it, like maybe start it for a few, you know, and then just move right on past. That's usually, like, I've done screen recordings for other classes like screencasts, and usually when I put a video in there, I don't play it. I just skip over it and then like attach the link if they want to, you know, check it out.
Okay, that sounds good. So then, so which video am I putting in as a hyperlink? I just want to clarify before I put the wrong one in.
I don't have that doc open.
Let me look. Emma, the video that you showed us, was it the like the one that we're gonna put in as the hyperlink? Is that the second one?
I think so. Let me check really quick.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's the second one. Stop it. Go lay down. You only ever want to play when I'm busy.
Station.
Wild plant.
Or I think it's the third one.
Or
The
the
one with
third
the interactive piece, right?
Oh, wait, hold on. Are we doing the interactive one or the game or the video?
The interactive one.
As a
The-
hyperlink?
The interactive one is the second. It's the second one under the game link.
Oh, okay.
And
So
then
I wonder, because is that a video?
which one?
The game link?
No, the game link one, like the one that we're both on right now. That's the one where they drag it so it's interactive.
So can we do that as a hyperlink?
The seed is
I'm
planted.
pretty
I
sure
don't
you
see
can
why
do
not.
everything with a hyperlink. I just am not sure exactly what's the difference between a hyperlink and a URL.
Hmm.
Hold on. We're gonna Google.
Wait. Are y'all good with submitting this recording? I feel like this might be a good one to
Yeah,
this
Yeah.
recording. Only one of us has to, right?
I think so.
So one of us has to submit it to her, but all of us have to put it on our teacher websites.
Okay, I'll email.
The
it
final,
to
I
y'all.
think that's the final presentation though, that we have to all put up on our website. I don't think it's this one.
No, I think you have to put Zoom too. I have to double check. I'll double check. I'll double check, but not right now. I'm gonna go on Smart Notebook again. For some reason, I can't edit it. And you guys can get to my this Smart Notebook presentation, correct?
Um,
I can see it, but it's only like if you're not editing it at the time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I've also tried downloading that.
Backyard Science presents
Yeah.
From Seed to Fruit.
Okay, so I used that as the hyperlink,
Backyard
like
Science.
from seed to fruit, that game link that you put on there. So that's our hyperlink now.
Okay, so the difference, okay, so it says URLs are meant to show the resource of a network on the internet and where it's located. URLs point to the absolute path to the resource. A hyperlink, on the other hand, uses text and/or symbols that can be changed while still pointing to the same URL. So if you're like, instead of it saying like HTTP dash blah, 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 it says, click on this link to watch a video. And then they'd click that. That's how you do a
Oh.
hyperlink. So you can do a hyperlink with everything. I'm just not exactly sure how.
So then what I added, is that a hyperlink or would you say not?
The part that I put in,
So, here, let me share my screen one more time. So I'm going to delete this really quick.
real quick, I'm gonna throw in the chat the guidelines for this video. So it does look like we need to upload it to our own YouTube account. Insert the recorded meeting on your teacher website and submit the URL individually. So we'll all need to submit this video. I'll go ahead and send it to y'all when it's over.
Oh, okay. So we all have to submit this to her.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
want it to be on
So-
your YouTube account and then embedded on your teacher website too.
gotcha.
All right. I'm gonna go over this like confusion of hyperlink, at least on my end. So I'm gonna share my screen one more time. Okay. So we're on here,
Uh-huh.
and this is technically not a hyperlink.
Backyard Science presents
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah.
hyperlink.
From Seed to Fruit.
Gotcha.
I think the video's just embedded.
It's an embedded video, but it's not a hyperlink.
Yeah, so it needs to like, I don't know like how to like explain this in a
So,
like,
No,
like,
I know what, so
that-
I know exactly what you're saying, like click
Yeah.
or like, let's say it's highlighted in blue. And like, I don't know. I know exactly what you're saying. I don't know how to explain it, but
yeah, I was like, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
you're good.
how
I
do
think-
I create a hyperlink to a website? Oh, that's the most asked question.
Backyard Science presents
Okay, so it says press Control+K. You can right click on the text or picture and click the link to the shortcut menu. To insert hyperlink box, type or paste the link.
Backyard Science presents
I know where it is. I've done this. hold on.
Okay, yeah, I was like, if somebody else can do, maybe if you want to give it a shot.
It's something, it's like in tools or something. It's one of those things where you wouldn't think about it, but it's in there.
Backyard Science presents.
So then how do you guys want to go about like the research and putting together our like presentation, I suppose?
I think we should definitely like work together on a script for the
Mhm.
presentation. Like if we do a shared doc on that and try and walk through that and see how we can divide it up. That's probably a good starting point for the presentation.
Mhm.
Would you guys prefer to do like a presentation in a sense that it's like our second day thinking about these topics, or are we gonna start from like the very beginning where we do like break down more things? If that makes sense. Like instead of being like, you know how we talked about the other day that water is necessary, you know what I mean? Or like, should
Oh,
we go with the assumption that we're like plants need water, plants need sun, like kind of go through the like whole thing, or is it do you guys want to do
I think just to kind of like cover ourselves for like this presentation and like meeting requirements, I would say maybe let's start from the beginning, like, you know, plants need this and this and this, and, you know, why do they need that and how does it help them? I mean, we can, you know, we can do it either way.
I think we should just start from the top. I mean, we have 15 minutes to fill too, so I think we'll have time to, I don't know. What do y'all think?
I think it would be better if we start from the beginning, just so like she said, we can like run through it since she did some stuff and like we weren't. Just want to make sure we get everything.
Mhm. That sounds good. So I think, should we start like putting our,
Backyard Science.
should we start putting our stuff on like that Google presentation so we know that we can see each other's like research on what do plants need and stuff, and like how we're gonna put it on this smart notebook?
maybe we should break down first who's doing what, because it
That's
says
what
each, yeah, to be like Emma's doing this and I'm doing this, you know what I mean? That way we know what to specifically look for.
That sounds good. And then we need, do we need to incorporate resources too? Is that part of the requirements? Do you guys know?
Good question. Let's see.
I don't think so. Also, I figured it out.
Figured what out?
I figured the hyperlink out.
Oh,
Okay, so if you go into the actual doc and scroll down to the bottom, I typed it in as a tester link. So basically what you have to do is you highlight, I'll do the game, or yeah, I'll do the game one. But you highlight the actual link and then take it down to the bottom. You copy and paste it, and then you're gonna highlight it and like use like the 2-finger thing to click on it. And there's gonna be so you click link, and then there's a little, I don't know. Hold on, let me like do it in front of you guys. That way it's not like me just explaining it.
okay.
Sorry, I'm like talking and I was like, they can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the game link from above. So I highlight it, you click on it, and then you click on link, and there's this little bubble that pops up. So this is the actual link that will be searched online. And then here, we want to say interactive plant game. So then when I apply it, it's going to shift it to interactive plant game. So when they click on it, it'll still go to the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So how do we do that on Smart Notebook?
I mean,
Copy
you
and
might
paste.
just, yeah, I was like, you might just have to copy and paste the link that I just did. I don't know if it's going to work, but even if we paste it in and we just try it.
Backyard Science presents From
Can
Seed
you
to
guys see
Fruit.
my screen?
Yeah,
Seed is
Okay, I'm
planted.
sorry, but it doesn't stop when you play it.
you're okay.
So it's gonna be really annoying for like 1 second. Or,
Backyard
I'll just
Science
mute my mouth, hold
presents-
on.
No, the first time I opened it was at like 8 a.m. this morning, and I was like, whoa, whoa, too loud. But hopefully that link works. If not, I'm gonna have my mom help because for some odd reason she knows how to do everything technology wise.
It doesn't work, unfortunately.
Darn it.
I know.
I'm gonna have my mom do it. She's gonna be like, oh, you guys are so silly. It's right here. That's what's gonna end up happening.
It's just I just don't know how to do it in
Smart
Smart
Notebook.
Notebook. Yeah. And are you guys, you have access to this specific one, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see.
Okay, I'm like, somebody else can do this because this has been my downfall this semester in this class is a hyperlink.
Okay.
I was like, sorry, I'm not really helpful with the actual notebook.
No, you're good.
Can
I
you
tried it.
share it with me or like send me? Yeah,
Yeah.
can you share it with me? I don't think I have the one that you're working on.
Mhm.
I have a different one that I think you shared.
Yeah, let me see file.
Me as well. I have one that has like an earth on the bottom of it.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Do you guys want me to text it to you or put it in the chat for Zoom?
Text it, please.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
do both. I'll just do both.
Cool.
That, and then chat.
Okay, there we go. All right, so which one are we wanting to put the hyperlink on?
Just to be safe, I would say go down to slide 4 because that's the hyperlink that we're doing. I would just I would just do it on the same slide because at least we have a hyperlink. And then, if by chance somebody doesn't have access to that, then they have the uploaded video. So we're kind of like incorporating like a few things, or we can do a separate page. It doesn't matter.
You know what might be a good idea is while we're incorporating like our 2 slides or 3 slides, whatever we decide to do, maybe if we did like they learn something and then they do an interactive link of some kind, or they learn something and then the second slide follows like a true or false thing. That way, like we're covering it in like a quicker fashion than saving all of like the interactive pieces till the end of a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
good.
good.
Okay, I have no idea how to do a hyperlink on here. But I will definitely look it up and I can get that done for us if that's helpful.
Okay, so and if it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna go into that one file that we have, like just with all the like information. I'm going to add like, I guess, duties. And then and if you guys can't do one thing, like feel free to reach out and then we can all try. Do you guys want to like say who will do what so we know like what we're doing? And
I was like,
Thank-
honestly, I'm fine with anything.
Me
Even if
too.
someone's like, you're doing this, like I'm fine with it.
okay.
I don't know if we want to break it down by like if we did more of like a life cycle process, or like I don't know how to like break this down better, but like if someone's was what it needs, and then if someone did like the process of it, and then one of us could do pollination idea, and then maybe like a recapper, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense. at
No,
all.
I'm literally, as you're talking, I'm like writing. So you
Okay,
said process, pollination, life cycle recap.
Yeah,
Um,
so then the recap, we could do something more of like a true or false, like mini quiz. So we could also, I mean, I don't mind being that person if we can like put in a Google, I don't, whatever they're called, the Google Forms, and just like kind of going over like what we have learned in the lesson, and then be like, you're gonna do a short quiz, and then we could kind of like walk it through the quiz, like read it out loud and go from there.
okay, well, so I think that sounds really good. So I have right now living characteristics, process, pollination, life cycle, and recap. Do you guys think process and life cycle is the same thing? Or would you say those are two separate categories?
Sorry, will you say them one more time?
Yeah, like would you say like how the process works for like plants and what they need to survive and stuff like that, as well as like the life cycle of the plant? Would you say that's like two different categories or one?
I think they're two, because you could go, that's where the process one is, where you could break down more
Okay.
like those things where you're like, they need sunlight, and you could go back through, like the whole idea of photosynthesis, versus the life cycle of like how it actually like changes
Okay,
when those steps are applied.
okay, cool. That
I
sounds
don't know if you
good.
guys feel different, but
Yeah. Do you guys care if I take living characteristics and recap?
Go for it.
Cool. I'm writing my name for that. Do you guys want to volunteer yourself for anything?
What's left? Where is this?
Um,
Is this on a doc somewhere?
Yeah, I'll share my screen so you don't have to like,
Okay, thank you.
good. So right here.
I can-
So duties. There we go.
I can do life cycle or pollination.
Okay, which one do you want me to do?
I was like, I'll do life cycle.
I can do
I'll-
pollination.
Okay, I'll do process. What do we mean by process though? I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
I was a
It's-
little confused.
I would just say like the process of like, maybe not like process, but the difference between what it needs and doesn't need, or is that too much of like living? I
Oh,
don't
wait. I'm so sorry. Michaela for pollination, correct?
Uh,
No, Peyton for, okay.
Yeah, I think Peyton's
I
on
forgot which one you guys said. Okay.
I forget. I don't.
We could
care.
honestly, like, if we wanted to, we could put living characteristics with process, like combine the two. I don't know. I sometimes when I talk,
If you can't find anything for process, we'll figure out
Okay,
what.
it's been a long time since I've taken a science class, I'm telling you.
I know, like I have to research this stuff because like, I mean, obviously, like yeah, sun, water, stuff like that. I'm gonna have to research too. So okay, cool. And then also, like I'm also going to say, let's say duties for research.
okay, the more that I'm thinking about this, we might want to combine living characteristics and process.
Okay.
Just because if you think about it, it gives us about 5 minutes for each topic. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that way, because it's 15 to 20 minutes. So if you think about it, if each of us had 5 minutes ish of talking, then we'd be fine in the long run of like the actual project.
Yeah.
So now are we gonna hit like the specific pieces of, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You read my mind.
Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna write down, we need grouping, ordering, infinite cloner.
What's infinite cloner?
No idea.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like this is like a stupid question, but
These were all the tough ones, so I think we'll just have to divide and conquer and just try and
Yeah.
find tutorials and stuff to get that done.
Yeah, sorry, my cat has something. I'll be right back.
no, you're okay. I think for grouping, we could honestly make that more of like living characteristic slash process. Like if we wanted to incorporate it within like a specific section.
And I'm sorry, I totally missed the first part of that, Emma. What were you
Okay.
saying?
If we were to do like for grouping, ordering, like all of those, if we started kind of like separating them out, I obviously like we need to figure out the hyperlink, which I can look into more because if I figured it out from a Google Doc, I don't see why I wouldn't be able to figure it out.
Mhm.
But do you have access to Smart Notebook?
No, but if I figure it out, then I can let you guys know how to do it.
Okay,
That
cool.
way it's one less thing for you guys to look into.
Yeah, that'll work.
Because obviously I can see it, but I can't touch it. So
Yeah,
So in that case, for grouping and ordering, should me and Melanie take on grouping and ordering? Is that like that?
I
idea
think
that you have?
ordering, yeah, I think ordering we could honestly use under the same idea for the plant, like for that interactive game thing. They're putting it in order.
so like use interactive game for this.
And if she
Oh,
says
for
something,
order.
be like they are grouping it. They are putting it in order. So technically if she wanted it in a different form,
I'm
then
just
she
wondering, is this some type of function in Smart Notebooks that she's wanting us to use? That's what I'm wondering. Because
That's what I would think.
yeah, I feel like we can't use an outside resource for if she's wanting it specifically in, you know what I mean? Like if
I
there's
was like,
But
we can
like-
send her an email too.
And I would maybe we can ask because I feel like she'd be like, okay, well, cool, you just got it off a website, so you technically didn't do it, you know?
yeah, I think we better ask on that one.
We could
So
ask.
then should I just put Melanie / Michaela for these both?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
I'll handle hyperlink for sure.
Okay.
I don't know what infinite cloner is. I was like, I would say that I'd take it, but
Maybe we should all try and tackle Infinite Cloner because I feel like that. I don't know why. I feel like
Nobody knows
you're
what it
the
is. Okay. Anyone for animation or sounds? I could probably figure out sounds.
Yeah, I can probably figure out.
would it be
animated.
bad if we did like an animation of like a bee on a flower? I don't know if there's something in there that's like, I don't know.
So it's kind of, it's a little bit more specific than that. Like because I really wanted to be like, oh, like let me find a cool picture of a brain for brainstorm. And it was like literally the anatomy of a brain is all they had. Yeah. And I was like, ooh, no. So I could try to find that. So
I was like, even if it's just like a side image, but it's like dunk, dunk, like,
yeah.
and like it's something and it can be kind of cheesy, but
Yeah. No, that sounds good. Okay. Well then, so at least we have our stuff more figured out now.
Yeah.
oh, it says infinite cloner specific to Smart Notebook.
Yeah, I feel like all of these, I don't think we're going to be able to use that interactive game for that specifically. I think we can use it for our hyperlink, for sure. But I'm sure all of this is going to be like specific to Smart Notebook.
Yeah. Okay, honestly though, it looks like we could literally piggyback off of. Okay, so it says the infinite cloner can be turned on for a specific shape or images to create endless amounts of clones. This is particularly useful in lessons or activities involving patterns, counting, money, base 10 block/frames, and so on. To use the infinite cloner for a shape or image, select the image and shape you want to clone and simply drag.
And so it's like cloning an image. Isn't it like pretty much copy and paste?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
shoot.
looks like it's actually. It looks like it's like actually in the Smart Notebook though.
Hmm.
We'll have to
That,
figure that
that
out.
sounds less complicated than I expected.
Do you have, do you want to share whatever you're looking at with us?
Yeah, hold on.
You
I
can
got my
say-
phone.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, you're totally good. Give me one sec.
Sorry, guys, I'm really like, I'm an organized freak. So I really like to know what I'm doing. Okay. I think we're set when it comes to we know what we're doing and who's doing what.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. If you wanna, okay, there we go. All right, so this is what it says for the infinite cloner. So it literally looks like, you remember how I was talking about like that whole grouping thing? It looks like that, where you're literally taking it out of like a bank and you're putting it into other pieces.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, maybe we could literally piggyback off of the interactive game piece, because I'm sure we could find another interactive game. But if we were to literally like copy the idea in a sense and create our own,
Oh yeah, I think that's a great idea. I mean,
we could create that piece. We could do grouping and the infinite cloner in the same thing.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
that's, I think we could do it. Sorry, I keep like cutting you guys off. I get excited when we're on a roll. But it's like that whole idea of like what they need and what they don't need. And then you're using the grouping while you're using infinite cloner.
yeah, that works for me. We could get
Mhm.
that figured out.
Same here. Well, I see, so I see that, but then I also see images of like millions of little things too. I'm like, is that infinite cloner as well? Is that what they're talking about?
Well, and then you're like, can I just do that with a B 8 times and we're done? Like,
That's perfect. Yeah, that's a really perfect idea.
Mhm.
So we can do both, just cover our butts.
yeah, honestly, any chance to cover our booty cheeks sounds pretty good.
Okay, cool. Well, then I think I'm pretty much set because now I'm like, now I know what I'm doing. So, do you guys have anything else to go over or any questions?
I think we're set. I mean, I
Mhm.
think we got it all covered today. So
Cool. Okay,
I'll,
well,
I'll
if
be
you
sure to
guys-
send y'all this video too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. If you can send that, and then if you need access to the smart notebook again, because I know I just kind of jumped the gun, I want you guys to have access to that. So just let me know if you need that, and then yeah, we'll just swap ideas over text message too.
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
All
cool.
right, guys.